This is another episode of The Weight We Carry as Men. This podcast will be very informative for young men concerning how to deal with women and older men concerning how to deal with women from our experiences. This podcast is a part of a new social media app called Fuseinaction. Fuse, F-U-S-E, meaning forging unity, safety, and equality. And it's a social media app coming to a theater near you very soon. To my right, I have my esteemed guest, Milk. And we're here to talk about some of the problems that men face dealing with women. Now, these won't be one of those podcasts that always talk about women. We'll be talking about politics. We'll be talking about domestic violence. We'll be talking about drug addiction. We'll be talking about human trafficking, child abuse, and all other types of ills in our society today. And the goal of Fuseinaction is to give everyone a voice, not just popular individuals, not just famous individuals, but everyone in this country a voice, because we're all as equal as the teeth in a comb, according to God. So with that being said, I'd like to say what's up to my man, Milk.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm first. I'm gonna say I'm happy and honored to be a part of this podcast with a true dear friend of mine, long life friend, Jabril, who's controlling and running the program Fuse in Action. If my live had missed it, I'm gonna let him run that joint right back again. What Fuse is, because I want people to recognize that, understand that, and know why he came up with that whole understanding. So run that joint back for me, bro.
Well, basically, Fuseinaction is a social media app that basically you can get your shit off. You can say what you need to say. You can be heard without being censored. You can be heard without being shut down or canceled. We value everybody's advice, even though we may not agree with some of the dumb shit people say. You have a right to say it. And we have a right to rebut it. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming soon. We'll be launching soon, and we're going to do a major marketing plan that we're putting together now to be able to get it out to everybody. And Fuse is basically an app where when you stop lying on Instagram, when you stop lying on TikTok that you're happy, this is a place where you could come and have a real conversation with real people. You understand where I'm coming from? Because the reality of it is that most people are miserable. But you figure, you can go buy yourself a steak and record the shit and act like you're happy and get a bunch of likes. That's it. That's what your whole life is based on. And Fuse really deals with people's problems, and we're gonna help people, and people gonna help us as well. So what you want to talk about today, good brother?
So with that being said, the subject of the matter today, which was, again?
The weight that we carry as men concerning women.
So the weight that we carry as men concerning women. That's a good topic. It's like a follow-up off from the last episode that we had. Just to start it off, my understanding, the weight that we carry, or my experience, the weight that we carry as men concerning women, is we really got a whole fucking village on our back, all the way around the board. Even when it just comes from the basic of just the idea of finding that perfect woman.
Where's she at?
Finding that perfect woman to establish a family with. Because most of the time, you're already running into a family, a woman with kids and children and a whole bunch of drama and stuff like that. And you are suspected, told, and obviously have to deal with that. Even though you have your own issues, but as a man, you know how to deal with that joint. But when you're dealing with women, it's like you take over that responsibility that they already have, and they expect that.
Yeah, just so that kid can come back 6 months later talking about you ain't my dad.
And that by itself is a total fucked up situation. Like that
I know
really,
I ain't your dad. I know your first and last name.
That by itself really can determine like this relationship or the whole dealing is over with. that's a problem by itself. But carrying, just the basic of that, and then dealing with the responsibilities of life with your family and stuff like that, man. That shit is hard here.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
hard.
It is. See, the difference between our women here, and I know women don't like this, but I don't really care. A woman's vagina in other countries is a reproductive organ, so she can procreate. Over here in America, that's just an entertainment unit. You think what I'm saying?
I totally fucking agree with that.
That joint is
I totally
entertainment.
agree with that because it's put on the shelf or put on the market
Yes.
as a value only based on them. Like I can look at it and just be, or I look at them and just say, "Oh no, I'm cool. That she ain't worth shit." But she done fucking went to build a bob and got a whole body done.
Yeah.
She went from just the average person. Nobody was chasing them down. I mean, there's always somebody that was entertained and liked them.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah.
once they went and got this and got that, society hyped them up to do this and do that, and now they just made their worth so valuable to the extent that nobody can reach out and do anything for them.
Oh yeah, yeah. See, it's kind of funny too. You go get a fake ass, now you got all these expectations.
Yeah,
Ain't that crazy? But
yeah,
you still the same dumbass broad as you was
right,
before your ass healed.
right. So
And
they
yeah,
they getting asses, but not getting a personality, a different personality with it. But it's like their mentality is going way beyond the means of who they actually really are.
but here's
Because
a
shit
twist.
didn't change.
Do they even know who they are?
That's the whole point.
And now let's be clear. Now we're not talking about every woman, but I will tell
Right,
you
right,
this:
right, right.
if I throw a rock in the crowd and somebody go ouch, that's the one that got hit with the rock. So what I'm saying to you, if you go ouch, then we talking about you. And most of these women, they don't even understand how to be a wife or a girlfriend. And this is why we're here to give the young boys some game. So you want to get the young boys some game on women? Okay.
Good, good,
Okay.
good.
First of all, never believe what a woman says. The only time you can really get the truth out of a woman when you first meet her is you got to get her hypnotized, right? With one of them blue things that swing back and forth.
Yeah.
All right. So you ask her, "Do you love me?" She gonna say, "Yeah." Do you hypnotize the broad? I'm only here because he got a nice apartment. I'm only here because he got a nice car. So men, you got to be realistic, man. Like if your woman that you dealing with got kids by somebody else, or the woman that you dealing with then been moving around a little bit, the chances of you being successful with her is slim to none. Because what I do know about women, that women are more loyal to their emotions than they are to any man on the face of this planet. They're more loyal to their own emotions than they are to their own children.
Like I'm reading the comments on my live. I appreciate y'all dropping y'all comments, y'all questions, and just responding. So I'm looking, listening at the same time too. So forgive me if I miss something, but I'm trying to be entertaining as a host, not just a guest, but as a host too. But real quick, one of my followers said we should have had a woman on here just to give her raw opinion based on the things that we're saying, which
No,
is
no, we,
true.
we couldn't have a woman this time because we telling the truth. If you'd have brought her on, that's when that lying shit start happening.
But at the same time, we don't know if it's the truth or not. We gave them an opportunity.
That's why you got to hypnotize.
That's why we got to go ahead and deal with it.
Yes.
We got to deal with it so it can be that understanding. Like if we got to prove something, we need it right here. So we'll look forward to that.
Oh, well,
on the
I'll
next
invite any woman to come on the show because I already know women live in the subconscious realm. Like, you know what I'm saying? A woman can say something that's completely untrue, right?
Right.
And convince herself that it's true, then act upon it.
Yeah, I do believe that. I'm
So
with that.
I would invite any
understanding.
woman to come on over here and start talking that stuff. Because don't nobody, first of all, we hear enough of that shit at home. But if you want to come on here and let's get it.
Right. I'm with that too. I mean that'll be dope. But we look forward to that, John, too.
Yeah,
but again, with the responsibility that we had, like you said, when you first meet a woman or you got intentions to get to know a woman or something like that, you kind of like, as me, I'm speaking for myself, you trying to figure out what she got, like where she's coming from, like what's her background, where's her energy from, like what can she do to benefit me. But today's women now, man, it's just like they just lay everything down, and it's like, you gotta take care of this, you gotta take care of that, you gotta give me this, you gotta give me that, and there is nothing in return.
No, not all.
Nothing in
No, no.
return.
Yeah,
It's like quoted like with the cliche saying, "What you bringing to the table" type vibe.
yeah.
But they don't bring shit to the table. They're not even bringing food to the table.
No.
These bras is going to the fucking microwave.
No, they just bringing up a banged up vagina that looked like that brown hamburger meat in the supermarket. Not even a pink joint.
Yeah, and,
So
and again, it's not every woman or woman. It's not every woman, but the majority of that junk
nothing.
is bad, man. It's
Nothing
bad.
but superficial qualities.
Right, and like you mentioned earlier in the conversation, this social media thing with these Instagrams and stuff like that, presenting the facade of that junk.
Yeah.
Like every woman or a lot of the women just coming on and everything is the OnlyFans joint or click on this, and they just selling their body. And then when somebody come to them and this and that and everything, it'd be like, well, why he's in my DM? Why he doing this and why he doing that? And it's like, yo, all you doing is just selling yourself.
Yeah. See,
You're selling yourself.
Here's the funny part
and
about
somebody, and when somebody on the outside that don't know you
it. Yes.
and make a step towards you, now you feel like you somebody.
Oh yeah.
You feel like you somebody until that individual realize who you really are.
Oh, ain't no
you
question.
just somebody just selling and just talking, just exploiting yourself. You done let everybody see every backside, every side of your body. Now you talking about you looking for, it ain't no good men out here.
Yeah. So you don't slept with 20 men and all men is garbage. So what that make you? See, first and foremost, the type of woman that you want as a young man is a woman that truly takes accountability for her behavior.
Right.
Very seldom have I seen a woman accept responsibility for her behavior. You know what I mean? Even like if a man makes a mistake with a woman, what do women say? Well, oh, that's your choices, or you made a bad decision, blah, blah, blah. But when a woman gets a man who whooping on her ass, you'll never hear a man say to her, oh, well, you picked him. We automatically go into sympathy for her, empathy for her, you know what I'm saying? And go into giving her good advice. But when you get taken to child support court by a woman, or you get divorced from a woman when she initiates the divorce, what's the first thing a woman to tell you? Oh, well, you picked her, you chose her. But how wrong would I be if you was a woman that was abused? Well, you chose to do
Yeah,
the
that
good
would be.
uppercut.
Yeah, that would be totally
Yeah,
crazy.
you didn't know that nigga had a left hook out this world?
Yeah.
No, because we don't do that as men. Because when we commit, we truly commit. And let me tell you something. Just because a woman don't cheat on you, don't mean she loyal to you.
Right. And then how would you explain that? Because we all know what cheating is.
Yeah.
And you know what loyalty is.
Yes.
So how would you differentiate that or explain
This is
that?
how you know a woman's loyal to you. When she's emotionally mature enough to shut her mouth when she knows she's going too far with her man. You know she's loyal to you when she puts some of her stuff on the back burner for your sake or for the sake of the family, as opposed to having everything lined up for her.
That's a good point that you made, because a lot of women thinking that it's all about them. They in a relationship. They in a relationship with someone of the opposite sex, but it's all about her. Like, you got to do everything for me. You got to emotionally attach yourself to me. You got to you got to be open up to me. But they don't give shit in return.
Nothing in return. That's why lesbian relationships don't work. They got the highest divorce rate.
I did read that. I did read that, and that's wild. That's great. That's a whole nother fucking subject, man. That's a whole nother fucking subject.
But you got two studs, they beefing with each other.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, think about
Carpet
it.
munching that shit. And those are the ones that's retarded. Them the ones that retarded. Them the ones that got the psychological problem. Not me, because I don't accept that junk.
Yeah, I ain't going for that either. Like,
y'all the ones.
And that's
got the
another
problem.
thing. Young boys, listen. Young men, listen. Don't rescue no broad at all.
Yeah, saving them joints, man, taking that responsibility. Like, you don't need that headache. Like, you're young, you coming into, your adulthood, and you're looking for a woman, and it's like, it's all categories of women out there. But you yourself, you're young, you don't got no woman, no children, no responsibilities of that sort. But you start in your life, you get in your own spot, you just got a little vehicle, you got
Yes.
all that type of stuff. You don't need that baggage. You can get the same type of situation. A single woman, come from a good structured background family, but the society got these jokers moving fast. In the youth, the men, they're caught up with that joint too.
Yeah,
They're caught
yeah.
up with the whole bad bitch vibe and all this. You know, why the fuck do you want a woman that parade around and show her body off
To everybody.
to every fucking body?
To everybody.
You got fucking jeans and t-shirt on, and your fucking woman got a napkin.
Yeah, she a napkin on, and you cool with that.
That don't make no sense, bro.
And let me tell you what. Let me tell you, young boys.
Just
listen
because
to me.
everybody knows her.
Yeah,
Everybody.
That's not a good sign.
Hell no. Like you rushing to get that joint that got all the fucking likes and got all the comments.
You go to Top Golf, the manager know. You go to a funeral. You know what I'm
that
saying?
don't
The
make
pallbearers
sense.
know.
Yeah, that don't make sense. Except the pallbearers.
The pallbearers know the bride. And that's the point. Young boys, let me tell you something. Women are so diabolical, right? And I said this before. You'll never see a group of women
Right.
lined up outside of the electric company, the gas company, the water department, looking for men. Not at all. You'll catch them at all the sporting events. You'll catch them at the rap concerts. You know what I'm saying? You never catch them lined up waiting for construction workers to get off of work. This is what they do. They save that type of working man at the end of their run when they done been ran through by the athletes and all that. So now you don't contract herpes about 17 times, right? You got herpes, all right?
17 times,
Oh,
though?
yeah. You've been living with bacterial vaginosis for the last decade, off and on. You dig what I'm saying? So now you want to go get a regular nigga, you dig what I'm saying, that worked for SEPTA or got a good city job. Now you want to jump on his benefit package so you can get the herpes treatment on this nigga's benefit package that you got from a nigga from the Seattle Supersonics.
Well, it's crazy.
Am I lying? That's how diabolical these women are. How diabolical you gotta be to have a baby, right? Knowing as that's not your husband's baby or your boyfriend's baby, and say and name the little nigga after you.
Yeah,
This
that's
little
wild.
Jeffrey.
Yeah,
This
that's wild.
just Jerome. And you taking him to T-ball, you changing his diapers, and she know that that baby belonged to the boy that's doing 18 months of CFCL. She know it. But they say men are dogs. Oh, men ain't right. Oh, we trash. No. Thank God to social media now. A lot of dudes are getting hip to these women, or hip to it. They understanding what these women are doing out here.
But the same thing, like going back a few steps, like somebody had mentioned was we speaking, generally or Islamically. No, we're just speaking generally right now.
No, generally, yeah,
We're
generally.
just going
yeah.
generally.
No Islamic rulers on here. I am
Right.
not qualified to give any Islamic rulings.
But speaking generally, again, as far as like with the youth, it's like you mentioned, it's just like you caught up with it's just like how they do fashion. They just caught up with what's going along. Like there's nobody reaching out to them and giving them type of structure. And then a lot of times these jokers, these young boys, they don't have that background of adulthood to help them.
Yeah,
They're living by the street code.
yeah.
Whatever their street code may be.
Yeah.
Because that shit change every goddamn day.
You ain't lying.
Every goddamn week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't keep up with that. But whatever is just moving around in their circle, that's how they're moving. So whatever is fashionable, it's like, these jokers is idolizing these rap whores.
Oh yeah, you hear this new music? I don't
shit
even want to
is-
repeat that garbage.
Yeah. I mean, if you can tone the joint out, you just sitting there just tapping. But when you listen to the words, it's like, come on, man. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, do you really believe that shit yourself? And then you hear the little kids singing that shit.
Yeah. Breeding the next generation of smuts.
Right. And it's sad.
And
man.
shooters and killers. Not
It's
just
sad.
women,
And they
but the
supposed to
little
be
boys, too.
and they supposed to be, well, I ain't gonna say they're leaders or role models or anything like that, but they know that people listening to their music.
Yeah. So that's the funny part about living in this country. It is so difficult to find the right man. We know from our religious beliefs that the best thing that you can have in this life is a righteous wife.
Right.
It's a righteous woman.
But the key word you just mentioned was wife. These women are not being raised to be wives here.
No.
These women here
Oh, hell no.
are not being raised to be wives. They're being raised to be entrepreneurs.
And all of them broke.
But they're going to get that money from that man.
Yeah.
That man that got the money. That's what they're looking for.
And that's why men got to look out, especially if you get into a dollar, especially if you got a house in your name. You know, I've seen situations where, man, dudes have lived with women for 5, 6 years, and you know his name ain't on the deed. But as soon as he get a crib, you know what I'm saying? He come up on a little couple of dollars. Now she want her name on his crib, but his name wasn't on her crib. Men, we got to stop going for that nonsense, man.
But like you like we I believe you said, like somebody just mentioned, you know, both sides do have to take accountability. But right now we're speaking on behalf of like saving the men.
Yes, we'll speak on
So
behalf
we're
of women later.
yeah, but we're talking about those women who utilize their body and their wickedness to trap, you know, the youth, the young men, or whoever, into, you know, like a suction, just to, you know, just get monetary gain from that shit. Like
Yeah.
nobody is out there seeking love no more.
Oh
That
no,
shit is out
no,
the
no,
door.
hell no.
It's all about what can you do for me? Like how can you pay my bills? How can you do this? I need to have this. I need to have that. That's all that's about. The family values is not there no more.
Yeah, it's funny too. Ain't it funny, man? Like some of these women, man. You look in their crib, they got nothing but leftover Chuckers and Popeyes in their crib. But when you meet them and you go to dinner with them, they want to go to, you know what I mean, Poppy Steak in Miami, Mila in
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Restaurants they never been in.
Can't afford yourself.
They can't even pronounce it. They on Google search trying to pronounce it, make sure they pronounce it right.
Nah, these young boys got to stop working so hard for these women, man. Because I'm telling you, you don't own her, man. You only
Right.
renting her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these women are not loyal. Women are only loyal to themselves. Very few women are actually loyal to their husband. I'll give you a prime example. I got a couple of my friends that are private investigators. They do this shit for a living. And he specifically told me.
Yeah, they don't know how to cook. I was just reading a little statement.
Yeah,
They say they don't know
yeah.
how
The
to
private
cook.
investigator told me that during his 20 years of experience, women cheat way more than men. Because remember, we thought it was the other way around. We thought that when divorce was
inshallah.
initiated, it was always initiated by
Ivana.
the woman because for infidelity. But that's not the case. A woman will break up her family because she's bored.
Damn.
Don't take her to see the movie Sinners. Don't take her to Dave and Buster's or Top Golf a couple times to see when she switch up on you. Yo, that's some dangerous shit, man.
Dang.
And guess what we're required to do as men too?
What's
we're
that?
required to get up in the middle of the night of somebody coming in to put our life on the line for a woman that truly don't give a fuck about us. That's DMing other men, dealing with other men. And see, and they always think they can do better. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
You ever argue with a woman, oh, I gave you my 5 years. Well, what was you gonna be doing in 5 years? Going to community
Right.
college in the same math motherfucking class. Like you act like you was gonna be doing these great things prior to meeting me or during your little stint with me. I'm telling you, man, women live in this subconscious realm, bro. They
Yeah.
make up this shit in their minds, they believe it, and then they act on it. Like prime
Yeah,
example.
they be making up fairy tale
Ain't no question.
husbands. They make
Ain't no
up fairy
question.
tale husbands,
No
and then
question.
they expect it to be in you.
But the nigga that they make up, they're not even qualified for.
Right.
Ain't that some shit? Oh, he got
Right.
to be 6'5", he got to be able to play basketball, he got to be able to dunk and dunk. But you ain't qualified. You 300 pounds with a pink weave.
And I just hate when you get to a point of making those type of communication drills, and you ask them like, "What can you do for me?"
They don't got no answer.
They don't have a freaking clue.
No, you know every time
You know why? Because they don't expect a man to say that. Because most dudes be sitting there, man, I got this, I got that. You know what I mean? I could take you here, I could take you there. They constantly telling you what they're going to do. Because dude don't want to seem like once she walk away from me, I don't want her talking bad about me.
Yeah.
I got to live up to her expectations.
Yeah, never that. She
And
got
you're
to
not
live up
even
to
living
yours.
up to your
Yeah.
you as a young you ain't even living up to your expectations.
Yeah, yeah.
But you living, you working, you doing what you supposed to do. But here you got a woman on she ain't even past your fucking level.
No, not even
But
close.
she can talk to you like that.
She got
go
you
for it.
convinced that she can do better than you.
Right.
Women always do that. And let me tell you something right now. Ladies, just because you get a bunch of DMs a day don't mean shit, because niggas play the numbers game. I'm a
Those
DM
are
100
opportunities.
broads a day. If 20% of that responds, and if you don't know what 20% of 100 is, that's 20 people respond. If you do that 7 days a week, that's 140 chicks that respond a week, and you multiply, you know what I'm saying? So Is it 140? Whatever the case is. It's
Yeah.
140?
Yeah.
It's 140 chicks a week, right? So you multiply that times 4.
Yeah, we on the same page.
Yeah, we on the same page. Whatever the math is, it is what it is.
Right.
Right? So a dude figure if a dude can make contact with 400 women a month, and if he has sex with 20% of those women a month, you know what I'm saying? That's 80 or something. You think what I'm saying? So don't think because you're getting DMs by guys that you're special. You're not special. There ain't really nothing special about you. You got somebody else's kid. You really ain't got no education. I mean, you sleep on your face too long, you get up, your lash gonna fall off. Like, you're not built, your ass ain't real. You don't have good conversation. You're not nurturing. You don't know how to support a man. You know what I'm saying? You can't cook a decent meal. You know what I mean? You're all about you. And that's why these young boys, man, they gotta realize, man, you gotta get a woman that's about you. These women are about themselves and whatever they want at all costs. Think about it. How diabolical do you gotta be to take a man? You know this, the more you love your children, the more the woman weaponizes that child against you.
Yeah. Especially if you talking about as far as like the separation.
Oh yes, when you separate, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, because of y'all separation or whatever it may have been, and once you start putting your connection to your kids, because it becomes a lot even stronger because you're not living with them no more.
Yes.
Y'all have that, that separation, unfortunately. So now you're spending valuable time in a real stronger connection. So once she sees that,
Oh, she gonna interference on that.
right? Because she don't want to see you happy.
Oh no, you gotta.
You can't be happy in no way whatsoever, and that's the starting point of causing destruction. I'm gonna hit him with the children.
Yeah, ain't no question.
Hit him with the children.
Ain't no question.
You was taking care of your kids with no problem, and her kids.
Yeah.
You was cool because you didn't want to be that dude. Like, I ain't taking care, I ain't feeding her kids and this and that.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be that dude.
Yeah, because we really don't want to be around your kids.
You're not. Or at least me, I'm not trying to hear the stories about your baby father. I don't give a fuck about him. I don't want to know nothing about him. If I'm taking my kids out, yes, I'm with you. We doing this and doing that. The minute y'all have y'all little squirrel, you never was shit.
Yup.
You wasn't doing nothing for your kids.
At
now
all.
you ready to take you to child support court, but she forgot that you was taking care of her child.
Oh no, she didn't forget. She don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's
Oh, I don't been in this type of situation.
That's disturbing. That's a real sick woman right there.
Because
man.
women don't operate the way their brain works is here and now. Their brains never work at looking at the big picture in totality. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
A woman can't sit back and just add up she can't do a quantitative analysis of all that you've done for her. She can't just say, okay, from day 1, this man did this up until day 1,000. She's talking about the here and the now and nothing else. You could have caught a bullet for the chick.
Right.
She'll say, well, the only reason why ain't nobody tell you to jump in front of the bullet.
Right.
They say stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
Well, ain't nobody tell you to spend this money on me.
Right.
Or ain't nobody tell you to put me in a nice neighborhood.
So slowing it down a little bit, if you had, a young boy reaching out to you, you just to say you're doing a little bit of community time, sort of say. You got a little young, you got a little young boy, and interested in women and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like, what type of advice you give him as a young, relatively, 17, 18 young boy.
I would tell a young boy, let me tell you something. Never love a woman more than you love yourself.
Yeah.
That's number one. Okay, because men, when we commit, we're truly empathetic. We care about women. I don't deal with women that was adopted and abandoned and all that shit backfired. Never put your dreams and desires on the back burner for a woman. Never.
But what if she telling you or approaching you with her own dreams and her own desires? Like, I want to do this and I want to do that.
Well, I guess,
yeah, I guess that it wouldn't clash or anything like that. But it's just like, she just telling you she has some expectations and stuff like that. Let's do our things together, and I want to do this, and let's work with that first and shit like that.
Well,
not her saying, put your, forget that, let's do this. But she just making her dreams and desires come first. Like, if that's what you really want, you want to be with her, or that's what she's saying, you really want to be with me, let's do this. Like, how would you, communicate with him to tell him, like, if that's something that's ideal, or no, I don't do no shit like that.
I would basically, we don't make women prove themselves. right? We so busy proving ourselves to a woman, we don't realize that women need to prove themselves to us. All right? Women outnumber the men 20 to 1, 30 to 1, as some stats say, especially worldwide. Women are not the catch. Men are. Dude, I've been in front of clubs in Miami, man, for the last 3, 4 years, bro. And for every time one man walks in the club, you see 18, 22, 23 women.
Right.
We are the catch. A woman is not. So if a woman has dreams and goals and aspirations, that's fine. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you help her achieve those, just be prepared, if you're not above her, for her to dip on you. Because women don't marry down, they marry up. You'll never see a rich broad really dealing with a broke nigga.
Right.
But you'll see a rich nigga dealing with a chick that work at Rite Aid in the aspirin section. He don't care. Because men, we not arrogant like that. You
Right.
can see a woman driving around in the smallest Benz that they make. But it's a Benz. She riding around like she in a motherfucking G-Wagon. Because women are arrogant like that. So you definitely have to outperform your woman. Or she not going to respect you.
Yeah, honestly, I do agree with that. Like a lot of women have that type of understanding.
Except
You
for the
can see
women
it.
that God has mercy on. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
And they're humble.
alhamdulillah. Yeah. So
He said Spike Leroy.
and we're back.
We're back. We're back now. We got it milk. That's all the shape.
Hey, if you want to jump in on the live and throw some questions in there, you're
Who is
more
that?
than
Yeah,
welcome.
jump in live and ask a
I'll add
question.
you in there if you want to get in there, if you want to say something. All right.
Oh, damn.
Hold on. I got you. If you want to accept the invite, you'll jump in there.
Yeah.
All right.
You got FaceTime on the Boost Mobile?
So picking back up where we coming from, like I was saying, pretty much like the value of marriage is not, implemented, man.
No.
And part of the reason, or one of the reasons in our society, not just so much the social media type thing, it plays a major part without a doubt, but the background of these people. And when we say the people, the
yeah.
women, like
Yeah.
they're not being raised up like that, bro.
No.
Like they don't have that structure family, and even for whatever reason it may be,
Add
who knows
add
if
the
they got that
decision-making in that
separation?
shit,
Yeah,
too.
after they got that separation, they with mom. Let's just say they with mom,
Yeah.
right? Mom is not teaching them how to be wise. Moms are raising them how to get that money, how to beat the government so you can get in that same Section 8 house that mom is in.
Yeah.
How to lie on the form so you can get stamps.
Facts.
Get connected with your cousin, so you can get this and you get that. Like those values, those intimate, like learning how to be a woman. Some of these fucking women don't even know how to wash their ass, bro. Nobody even like if you ever notice, there's no fucking directions how to use on the toilet paper. You ever notice that? There's no directions on the toilet paper. Somebody got to teach you that shit, bro. You just don't grab that paper and just roll it on your hand and have an understanding of what to do. Somebody has to teach you that.
What type bitches you been fucking with?
Nah, these bitches don't, man. They
What
don't.
type bitches you fucking
They
with?
don't. They don't. These brothers running around stank. These brothers, they have no fucking hygiene, but they want every fucking thing.
But they got on lashes and a weave.
Right. And a pound of fucking perfume on that they got from the store talking about this Yara and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I just think that.
Their mindset is so fucked up, man.
Man, I just think
and
that-
then you, as a good dude, you run into him. And the first thing is, any dude, we ain't taking that away from no man.
Yeah.
You see something you like it, you're attracted to it. Whether you like that, tall women, short women, fat women, dark, light, whatever. You like that. You're attracted to that. So that puts you right there. Now you're trying to figure out what's her value, what's her worth, what can she do? And that's when everything get cut.
Yeah.
That's when everything get cut.
Did you ever reflect? Like I could reflect on my last situation, right?
Uh-huh.
This woman didn't bring anything to the table except for pity. And what she did was she was good at tapping into my empathy or my sympathy for her, right? So most men, we're a sucker for a story, right? Woman coming crying, no man sees my worth. Like all 30 didn't? Really? Oh, he treated me like this. Oh, he put his hands on me. But you didn't tell him that you threw hot water on the nigga.
Right.
See, women know how to tap into a good man's heart. They're good at that. See, because most women don't speak in your ear, they whisper in your heart. And the ones that are good at it are the hoes. Whores are very, very good at manipulating men. And they can spot a good man from the beginning. Women
Yeah.
don't want to, they can, a whore can spot a good man in a heartbeat because she got so much experience with men. She know how men move. And once a woman really gets in a relation, or when she's tired of, being passed around, you notice they always find a man that could never get a woman like them in her prime.
Yeah, because
They
they still
all
know how to search for that dude too.
because they already know
They
that dude
look
is on
for
the
that,
back
right?
burner.
They look for that,
Just
right?
like a man knows, like, all right, it's 3:30 in the morning. I know who
I
gonna
know
pick up the
who.
phone.
Yeah, I know who to call.
Yeah, but the difference is a man to go pop the chick at 2, 3 in the morning. He'll smut her. He'll smash her, right? Consensual, right?
Right.
But a woman, she'll find that same man that's equivalent to that woman we just discussed
Right.
and marry him, give him a child, right, and then take him for everything he got.
That's the new hustle right there.
That's the difference.
That's the new hustle.
Take him everything he got.
That's the new hustle.
Yeah.
Like they looking forward to that.
Soon as these
It
bitches
is-
miss their period, they want child support.
Yeah. It's a shame, man. It's a shame. Any type of mishap that goes in that situation and that connection, as long as they got that baby,
Monetizing the children.
it's a shame, man.
Yeah,
It's a shame.
yeah, think about it though, and even men that are on child support. This is why it's important, young boy, who you have babies with. It's important where you place your sperm at. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, because you ever notice that? Like I remember my cousin, God have mercy on his soul.
Amen.
He was paying a lot of child support. She just went for an increase, so
Mm-hmm.
he got a second job so he can get himself a decent car. Soon as she saw that car, she went right back to child support court and asked for an increase. I'm telling you, everything with these women is calculated and it's diabolical. You'll never see a man take the children away from a woman just because he felt like it.
Right. And all you doing, all the man is doing is just trying to get that equal rights of having that communication with that child.
Yes.
And even when he has that understanding, that statement, like I want custody type vibe, he's not asking for full custody. Like I don't want to have the mom seeing her, or now he got to make up some story like she's crazy or she's harming the child.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I want the child to still have some type of connection with their mom.
Yes,
I want
we
them to
don't
have
do
connection,
that.
right? But let's have that joint equal, like we were doing when we were living
Yeah,
together.
bro, listen, and I don't care if a woman say I'm bitter. Anybody got time for that shit. I ain't nobody bitter, nothing. A woman will rather a sex offender babysit your child before she let you have custody of him.
Damn, that's a rough joint right there. That's a rough joint.
Oh, I
right
believe
there.
that.
That's a rough
You
joint right there,
can't
bro.
tell me no different.
That's a rough
She will
joint.
have a sex offender playing Uno with your baby before she will allow you to see your child if she feels some type of way about you. And I'm tired of these punk ass niggas making excuses. Well, the only reason why she did this because she was upset. I don't care nothing about that.
No,
'cause
you
never-
can't roll like that.
No,
You
because
can't roll
most
like
men do that, John.
Right.
Oh, she
You
was
can't roll
upset.
like that.
Oh, she caught me out of pocket.
As if that joint is
Justified.
acceptable. Yeah.
Acceptable, exactly.
Because if you as a man, you can't go off your damn emotions. You're not even looking to go off your emotions.
No.
Even if something happened, you trying to rationalize that joint and trying to get a quick understanding so
Yes.
that we can come to a better terms. You can't work off that. Even when a woman going wild and crazy, you sitting there trying to calm her down, trying to have a civilized conversation.
Yeah.
But their emotions is so fucking
It's
reckless.
overpowering.
Right. It's so reckless.
So how can you trust it as a man?
Right. It adds fuel to the fire.
How can you trust it as a man? You can't. That's what I'm
Right.
saying, fellas. Pay attention. I had a woman kiss my feet and then a couple months later call the police on me for nothing. Every act of a woman that
No,
she does,
it was nothing to you. It was something for her.
But,
She
yeah.
made something out of that.
Yeah,
job.
yeah.
She definitely made something out
she
of
got
it.
in her subconscious, and her subconscious was
Right.
her guide. So what I'm saying is, no man is safe. I don't care if you got bread. I don't care if you ain't got no bread. These women, again, and you can record this shit, will allow a sex offender to babysit your baby before
Right.
they'll turn your baby over to you when they feeling some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I've seen it done. He could be on Megan's Law in Europe.
Yeah,
She'll
they
have your
get-
child
yeah.
around her just to spite you.
Yeah. Or let alone like treacherous women out here just having, enemies and so-called, people that you don't deal with or you were cool with just to spite you. Like they'll throw and sacrifice their whole body just to make you mad.
Ain't no question.
That's some diabolical evil shit right there.
Because our
just to
hearts
think.
don't beat that way as
Right.
men. We don't think that way.
And even if we was to think like, fuck that bitch, man, I fuck her mom. But that'd be the whole conversation, and then you going on with your life.
Yeah,
You just
bottom line.
saying that, John, just expressing your anger. But the reality of it, you like, man, I can't stoop myself that low.
No, we can't, because we're
I
not
could
like
never
that
do
way.
that shit.
Yeah, man.
I could never do that.
Yeah, listen.
I'm not taking that woman to court and all this and that. I'm not calling the law on that damn woman and none of that. You trying to deal with it.
Yes.
As a man, you trying to deal with that joint.
Yeah.
But the reality of it, like you said, they working off emotion, so they just going, they running hit. Oh, that don't buy. I'm gonna fuck with his homie. Oh, that's cool. When I'm gonna get my son, y'all enjoy yourself.
Period.
Now that shit don't bother you. So now she got to go to the next level. Oh, I'm gonna send a certified letter. In
I
the
got
mail.
one for you. I had to broad change my daughter's religion.
Dang.
How you change the baby religion?
Damn.
Because you mad at me.
That's rough.
You're trying
I
to
really
change my
like-
daughter's religion. That's what I'm saying, men. You can't trust them. And this is what Fuse is about, forging unity. We're all trying to come together. Safety. I don't want nothing bad happening to the body, right?
Right.
And equality. Equality. True equality.
Those was the letters right there.
You understand what
Those
I'm
was the
saying?
See this
And we
big ass
just keeping
shirt.
it real.
See this big ass shirt he gave me. Those was
Nah,
the letters.
you shrank. He ain't drinking one of them protein shakes. Listen.
He got me on the penthouse floor, hot as shit.
Milk will mix protein with swamp water.
And you look like you just been eating all the swamp water. There, you need some protein in your shit. Boy, don't you go off this
You got a
subject,
small
bro.
ass back for a nigga been lifting a lot.
Don't go off this subject.
Milk built like a racing dog battling COVID. But anyway, back.
Yeah, hurry up before ISIS come running in this month. No, that probably was a little
Mexicans in here?
insensitive. That probably was a little insensitive.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Mexicans on this podcast and call ICE on them.
This motherfucker crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all. Women. Just what we're trying to say is just be honest with yourself. Be honest with your partner. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you got a yeast infection that don't go away, tell them. Stop trying to act like you the shit. Stop leveraging men's children against them.
Yeah.
Stop monetizing the children.
Yeah. It's like that's the main thing that they want to do, is just use that as leverage and use that as, as a tool, a token for destruction and stuff like that, man. Which is totally bad, man. It's totally bad.
Yo, that's my point. So the bottom line is, ladies and gentlemen, men, y'all gonna catch it next, because a lot of y'all dudes be talking all that gangster shit. A woman gonna bow down and submit to me and all that other shit, but you work at UPS twice a week. That ain't happening, dog.
Work at UPS
Twice a week, though. He ain't even live in the boxes. He live in the envelopes and shit. But what I'm saying is, women, we on your ass right now. Literally. Stop playing games. Stop lining men up. Stop acting like you really like them when you don't. Stop using men for money. Stop using them for food. And just keep it real.
And cause you don't want to run into that crazy motherfucker. Cause a lot of times, just like women have baggage, men have baggage too, but they deal with it differently.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying? It's not like I'm gonna take it out on every woman, or I'm gonna do this and do that. They had those issues or whatever, had came about in the past. They dealt with it. However they dealt with it. And at least they thought they dealt with it, and they move on. But they try to steer away from this and steer away from that. And they be talking to these women like, listen, man, we're not going to argue. We come to understanding. We're going to have differences, but we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. But you realize sometimes shit be triggering them too. And then you caught all up in that shit because you hard-headed. You're not listening.
You got to know when to shut it down.
Yeah, you're not
We don't
understanding.
condone, let's get this straight,
Right.
for women start talking that goofy ass shit.
Like that.
We don't condone men beating on women. Right?
Absolutely.
But I know this.
Absolutely.
As a woman, you got to know when to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
You got to know when to keep your mouth shut, because you
got
don't
to
know what type of trauma
recognize,
he's dealing with.
you got to recognize when that heat start getting hot. You got to pause, man. You got to reflect, and this is where you come in as a woman to say, all right, I got to be there for my man. I got to give him an understanding that, I don't want that.
No, they keep going because they know they can call 911.
Yeah. Yeah.
They know they can call 911.
And they're controlling the whole scenery. And half the time, the shit would be about their situation.
Absolutely.
Half the time, it'd be about their situation.
Absolutely.
Something that you so-called didn't do.
Yes.
That they didn't like, or something that you
said.
whatever the case may be. And so you had to deal with that junk. And then when you try to deal with certain situations, it's just like, come on, man. Like I just went through a whole fucking relationship with anytime I get in an argument, it's throwing something, hitting me, and I'm trying to be cool and this and that.
I've been there before too.
Like that shit be wild, man. And you don't want to relive that joint.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you telling them that.
Yeah, and and brothers, dudes, if you have a woman that puts her hands on you, throws stuff at you, get away from her quick. Trust me, because I don't know, you don't even know your threshold before you snap out on and crack upside a motherfucker.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So get away from those type of women, because they don't respect you.
Yeah.
They don't. I don't care how much they say they love you. I don't care how much they say they care for you. If a woman is talking above you, she cursing at you, she putting her hands on you,
Said
she
facts.
dressing naked.
Yeah.
She don't respect you, bro.
Nah. If you walk out that house and you come to a point where you say, "Oh no, baby, don't put that on. Put cover that up. Grab that shirt I grabbed you the other day," and she said, "No, I want to wear this." You might as well fucking keep going, bro, because that's that respect right there is done.
But you got to be man enough to do that, right?
Right.
You got to be
A lot of
man
them-
enough to
You
do
know
that.
why a lot of them niggas be pussyfoot and they accept a lot of that shit, and then they allow that bullshit ass statement. You met me like this. Yeah, bitch, I met you like that. Yes, I seen you like that, but now I'm trying to better you. You
Yeah.
fucking dummy.
Yeah, because I care about you. But she
Right.
don't recognize
But she
that
don't recognize
because
that.
no one ever cared for her.
Exactly. And that's
Yeah.
fucking sad,
Yeah.
man.
So here you
That's
come.
sad.
Here we come. You 40 niggas down. Ain't no telling what type of penises you don't ran into. Circumcised, uncircumcised.
Because all they want to do is be caught up with society. They want that.
You here
They
to
want
cure.
that. What the fucking word? What I'm looking for? They want that recognition from outside because
Yeah,
they
wanna
already
be
got
rec-
it from
yeah,
you.
yeah,
They
yeah.
already
They
got
wanna
it
be
from you.
recognized for-
Yeah, they already
by
got
a
it
bunch
from
of
you,
people they
'cause you-
don't know.
Right.
Ain't that
It's like, I
something? Ain't
want
it something
people
how
to see me.
Instagram
I
is
want people to
controlling
see
these
this.
people's
I want
lives?
people to see that. I want them to know this. I want
Don't
them
even
to
know these people's name, but you're showing off and you got your whole life based on them. That's why Fuse is important. Fuse will make you have an honest conversation with yourself.
Here it go again, y'all. Here it go again. Fuse right there. See
Everybody
it?
saw that shit. Everybody see that pink shirt on your black ass.
No, it's orange. The light making it look
Oh,
pink.
oh, yeah.
I don't wear no fucking pink.
No, I ain't gonna lie. He did have a pink gas pedal on his car.
Gas pedal.
Pink joint. That's what he creeping. But the bottom line here is that men pay attention, man. And when you start to see those warning signs in the woman, you got to have strength enough to walk away. You can't cure her. You can't heal her. You just can't. You can't have empathy for her. You can't have sympathy for her. If the dude before you was beating her ass, you gonna pay for that. We don't condone hitting women.
Not at all. Not at
But
all.
the dude that was beating her ass indiscriminately, you're going to pay for that.
Yeah, because you there now. And they
Yes.
never really healed from that. They're
No.
just trying to move on
Oh,
and act like it
women
never,
never- I'll
like
give
it
you a prime
never
example.
happened. But they use that joint against you.
Yes, I'll give you a prime example, right? I don't want to sound all philosophical. I said this before. But when a woman receives a negative impulse, and if people don't know what a negative impulse is, when something bad happened to a woman,
Right.
what she does is she processes it. She'll process it. She'll understand how it makes her feel, and then she'll store it for a later date. We receive a negative impulse, we process it, we know it, how it makes us feel, we come up with a solution, then we let it go. Women never let it go. This is why a woman can remind you of what you did to her 10 years ago,
Right.
She know what color shirt you had on, what kind of sneaks you had on, where you were in the city when this shit took place. And she can conjure up those same feelings that she had from 10 years ago because she never let it go. So in my opinion, I don't care how much therapy a woman take and what her therapist said, they never ever heal.
Right.
Because they don't want to.
Yeah, that's what I was about to
But
say.
women
They don't
don't
want to
wanna
heal.
heal.
They don't want to heal. They will always want to use that joint as
Leverage. It's all leverage. Never forget it. It's leverage. Who takes sperm out of a condom, sucks it out with a turkey base, and puts it in themselves to get pregnant because a dude got money? What type of shit is that? What type of shit is that when you know a man got a wife and children and you come into his family and break up his whole family, exposing his weaknesses? Of course, the man got to take responsibility,
Right.
but women know that men are weak for them. This is how we were created. And guess what happens?
What's that?
You got to pay her hush money.
Yeah.
And when you don't pay her hush money anymore, what she say? You sexually molested
Yeah.
me or you raped me. So now you lose your endorsements. Now you lose everything you've been working on the last 30 years.
All just behind some
All
foolish
because you
shit.
felt like it, dude.
Yeah.
Who does that? I ain't never seen a man try to destroy a woman's career. I have never seen that before. So men, you have to be careful. And women, if you don't like what we say, we don't give a shit. Come on, Fuse, and defend yourself.
Yeah.
Come on, Fuse, and defend yourself. Because that's what Fuse is for. It's a platform for people, regular people. You ain't got to have a whole bunch of gold chains and gold teeth and all. You ain't got to have a hit record and all that goofy ass shit. Come on, Fuse is for regular, everyday people dealing with mental health issues. All right?
Right.
Dealing with all type of issues. But right now, women, y'all gonna get it right now. You know what I'm saying? Puffy and Cassie, oh, they feel bad for her. She hired some of the escorts to pee on her.
I'm still trying to figure out where the hell is this Rico shit at.
Yeah, Rico's more than one person. Ain't it
Exactly.
two or more, three or more?
And all he's seen is just him being prosecuted.
Yeah, I know, but the Rico's racketeering influence corrupt organization. That's more people. I've never seen but one person on this case. And every woman, oh, that's right, Cassie, you go, girl. Like, what? Like, what? Like, are you serious? And women don't hold other women accountable.
Right.
You can have a man that works 80 hours a week. Oh, girl, he don't spend no time with you. But you got the new iPhone, the kids are well taken care of. You got a nice crib. But as soon as she say, he's never home. Yeah, of course he ain't never home because he out taking care of your funky ass.
Yeah.
And what you do? You divorce him.
It's yeah.
Take his crib, take his kids.
Let alone if you moving around and you show any type of happiness outside of the house.
Oh, they have a whole
like
fit.
whatever shit that you had going on.
Oh, never- you
And
can't
you're
do that.
connected to that.
But we're
joint,
narcissists though.
right? And you're connected to that joint.
Oh, please.
It's a damn problem.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
You can't
it's
even
just
look
like
at
you
your
can't
phone.
and smile.
You can't even look at your phone and smile. Who fuck you smiling at? Not
right.
you.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you can't be happy without her.
And then you gotta deal with their so-called sarcasm and their emotion. It's like, no, I was just playing with you. No, you wasn't playing.
No, you was trying to chin check me.
Right.
And that's when men gotta say, because I'm a little older now. I know I look 20 something.
Ha!
You look like you marched with Dr.
I'm gonna
King.
take that fucking nut ass filter off.
Milk, you better go ahead. You better go ahead. The little ass head. All right, look. The audience.
Yo, Mel, what's up, bro?
Yeah, what's up, Mel? I don't even know you, but what's up, Doc? Milk know all these niggas with no last name.
Cause those are the real ones right there. Those the real ones.
Yeah, what?
Those the real ones. You don't need to know their last name.
Milk a gangster. He the only motherfucker I know did 2 years down the roundhouse. Never went to jail. He did 2 years in the
years in the
fingerprint
roundhouse.
station, dog.
It's crazy.
But yeah, all jokes aside though, man. So I guess we about to wrap this shit up though, man. But like I'm saying, like we gonna do a call-in Joe next, like on some real stuff. But this ain't this ain't a just straight bash woman podcast. We gonna be touching on all type of topics.
You said next time, or we looking forward to like trying to get the youth, man.
Yeah, the
our
young
inner
boys.
city, our inner
Yeah.
city youth. Trying to communicate with them in all different.
How you communicate with these young boys?
I mean, first you got to get to them, man. You got to get to them. A lot of times you see a lot of stuff, and you wanna like be there for them. You got to put yourself in certain categories that's best for you. We ain't talking about like going out on no fucking street and holding signs and inviting them. But like if you that basketball dude, you out there with them. If you that fitness area, you out there with them, or education. But you got to kind of like, cause I'm in a barbershop, so I get a lot of different dudes and shit that be coming in there, and you be get them little dumbass YN niggas, and then you get young boys that got some heads on their shoulders and stuff like that. So you get to get both of them.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, not a lot of times, it's almost like we at the point right now, us older men, we kind of like at the point now. It's like it's hard to talk to them. Not so much even actually communicating with them, but these little niggas is so fucking lost.
Yeah.
And I don't want one of them to say something wrong in return to me.
Yeah, because they don't know you crazy as hell.
And then at the same token, like yourself, it's like they don't know what the fuck to expect. And you don't even want to take yourself there.
Yeah, yeah. Because all young boys be thinking old heads are suckers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's the ones that they be around. And then these niggas thinking with that overzealous of violence, them guns.
Yeah, them guns is dangerous, ain't they?
They everywhere.
Yeah, so I think that could be the next podcast, and maybe we can get some of the young boys on here to really, discuss about,
The society, what's going
how
on?
they
What?
feel about
Yeah,
society, their upbringing.
right.
Because most of these young boys that's killing each other, if they really sat down and had a conversation,
That
they
shit wouldn't
wouldn't
even
even
go
realize how
nowhere.
much they really got in
Right.
common.
It wouldn't be going
Yeah.
nowhere near that, man.
So we definitely want to sit down and talk to the youth about this violence and these.
So if anybody listening or watching, paying attention, if you know any, youth, male, you got probably like some nephews or something like that.
He could come on here, but he can't come here with no gun, no switch, no clip, no AR, no parachutes, no vest, none of that bullshit.
because there's some license to carry people in here too. So, but moving from there, if you do know anybody and you want them to, to get, some recognition, some understanding, let them get a chance to talk, so we can talk to them. Just shoot me something in my DM, or contact Fuse. He'll give you your information. He'll send his information to y'all. That's probably where you should.
Or what we can do is like on some real shit, which I think would be a good idea. If we can get two young boys from rival sets or two different gangs or whatever they got going on now that really got beef with one another, we would like to get them on the platform. You know what I'm saying? We'll pick you up. We'll ensure your safety on both sides, and maybe y'all could talk it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Y'all
get
can
some
talk
type of
about it.
understanding of where we can go and move forward, and
Yeah.
maybe use y'all four
As an example.
as an example, and pass that shit on to help, annihilate all this nonsense, man. Because y'all dudes are we losing y'all.
Yeah.
We losing y'all through the jails, and we losing y'all in the graveyard.
Yeah.
And that
'Cause-
shit ain't cool, man.
Yeah, I went
It
to the
ain't cool.
cemetery last year, man. It was about 16 fresh graves. And then I looked at the little sign, and these young boys all of them was under 23 years old. And all for nothing. So I think that'll be one of our next podcasts. We got to get, we got to be fair to the women. We got to go in
Yeah.
on men too who don't take care of their responsibilities. You know what I'm saying?
And we'll double back and try to bring some women on this jump for
Yeah, but them girls you talking about
subject.
that's dirty, make sure that you get them monostat 7, get that fish smell out them niggas before they get in. All right, because I'm a vegan, I don't eat no meat. All right, so and then
That was a pause. That was a pause.
A pause?
Yeah.
Oh, pause. All right, yeah, I don't know the new language. See, Milk know the new language. You know what I'm saying?
No, bro, just don't talk like that. That's all.
All right, I appreciate that, man.
I just don't want you talking like that no more, man.
Everybody try to hear that Milk. They try to hear that. You talking about all these women that smell like catfish.
J Diddy.
Yeah, okay, here you go with that book. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Go ahead, let them know what this Fuse is
You
about
only boy I
again,
know
bro.
that got R. Kelly's cell phone number in the penitentiary. You FaceTime that nigga right before this joint.
R. Kelly gonna sing at my next wedding. The hell with that.
I'm thinking about going to the school of the deaf and marrying me a deaf broad, man.
Damn. Damn.
Can't talk, that's a dream.
Damn. That might be a move. That might be a move.
Yeah.
You might get some everlasting love from that one.
Yeah. Deaf joint with a wagon. And I'm not
Deaf
making
joint with a wagon.
And I'm not making fun of women with disabilities. No, I'm not. But that's how much a woman's voice to get on a real man's nerves.
Yeah.
You ever look at a woman and when she talking to you, you just be saying to yourself, I'm just gonna walk out and never come back. You ever been there before?
Hell yeah. I actually did that shit.
Really?
Yeah, I did
Oh,
that.
that midget joint you was dealing with.
No, I know.
You look right down at it and said, look, I'm out.
No, I remember because like dealing with this one woman, I was married to her, Islamically, I was married to her, and she South Philly broad, and I went against the whole, cliche talking, them South Philly women, treacherous and all that type of shit. But I was much older. I didn't give a damn. I was, cutting
Crazy.
up a little bit,
Yeah, you was
right?
crazy,
But
yeah.
but she was a nice Joan. But the thing about it is, she didn't have no problem putting her hands on me for any little thing, bro. Any little thing. She had no problem. But what happened was I learned that her baby father was a vicious Ike Turner.
Oh,
I never knew it. I just knew that, he come and pick the kids up on Wednesdays and Saturdays. That's all I know.
by force.
Like, damn, you don't even want me to meet this nigga. Like, his kids is being around me. You ain't even got the decency. Now, so I got to run out there and I got to catch this joker myself and try to introduce myself because I'm around your goddamn kids.
Yeah.
Boy warned me. But he was probably dealt with it too long.
Yeah.
You think I'm saying? But when I seen it and that Joan put her hands on me, it was one of them Jones like, all right, you know, I'm gonna fuck you up next time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck
certain
you
men
up the
got a
next time.
threshold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna fuck you up the next time. You do it again, I'm letting you know. But because you didn't physically stop it, or I guess I just ain't put the fear in her, she tried it again. So I returned some Jones back, but I said, I'm gonna be out.
yeah, because
So
that one
it's
gonna be
so
healthy.
right. So it was like a cool makeup type John, you know, boom. Even the sex came in that John. But the minute she had to leave out that house, I called my man. I said, yo, come pick me up, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Come grab me. Because
Yeah.
I got some, things I gotta put in your car.
Yeah.
And I got the hell out of there.
yeah.
Dad called me and all that type of shit. I ain't even
Yeah,
answer the
I think I
phone, all
picked
that.
you up. You like you had like a whole bunch of protein shakes and these two little gray weights.
Two little gray
Yeah,
weights.
you ain't husky. Been lifting for 5 years, got them same muscles.
But the whole thing was just to get away, just to walk out of that joint, man. You got to, like you said.
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
had, I
walk out
had one
that
of them
joint.
too. Bad shit, crazy. Yeah, I'm cool. We off.
Yeah, I don't want to go through that. I don't want to relive that type of shit, man.
No, me either.
That shit'll get dangerous, bro.
You ain't nothing like
It'll
getting
get
choked at a peace rally.
dangerous. At a peace rally.
All right, y'all. We about to get off of Milk Live. You know what I'm saying? It's my man Dragonfly.
It's the guy right here. It's the owner of Fuse right here, y'all.
Yeah. It look like I ain't got no hairline on this joint. What's up, Bahia? What's up? Where Bahia at?
Shout out to the staff over there, y'all. That's the staff right there.
Right there. Niggas tired of hearing this. That's why nigga got his head
That's the
down.
staff right over there.
Yeah,
Appreciate y'all. Yo, I want to thank y'all again for having me here, bro.
Yeah.
I really appreciate this,
You
John,
gonna be on the
man.
next episode. When you act like where you ain't going no motherfucking way, nigga. Yo, you got some little ass ears. Did you hear anything that was said in here?
Wow.
Yo, ain't built like one of them exotic cats. You know them hairless cats.
That's for the food. Go ahead, man. Close out with your
Yo,
joint.
you got a
man.
neck bone emoji on that joint?
A neck bone.
All right, wrap this shit up, man. Frank, what's up, baby? Yeah, what you drinking? Pedialyte?
All right, we out of here, y'all.
Oh, rehydrate.
Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all
Sharp ass
appreciate
cut.
y'all.
Hopefully my shit look like that
Thank them
6
for
months.
having me in here.